Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to today's edition of the Our America channel. My name is Thornton Prayer. I'm a citizen, a patriot, and I care very deeply about our country, the United States of America. Today, I'd like to talk about people who I call the romantics, political romantics. And I'm sure everyone's heard the term about a guy, usually a guy being romantic, all these reality shows about romance and things like that. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about the people who see politics as this sort of wonderful, glorious thing that all this beautiful stuff will happen. And people like that have these great ideas about what's going to happen. And they're also the people who are usually responsible for destroying a lot of things and, more importantly, killing a lot of people. A primary person who comes to mind for me is someone like Vladimir Lenin. Lenin had these beautiful ideas about the Soviet Union, about how it was going to be the first example of the proletariat taking over the world, and they're going to lead this glorious revolution that would come out of Russia and then go over to the rest of Europe and eventually the United States and so on. Sounded wonderful, sounded great. Tens of millions of people died as a result. Romantics like this, these political romantics, like I said, they have these wonderful, beautiful ideas. Problem is, their wonderful, beautiful ideas means, in their minds, lots of people must die. Not maybe, but a lot of people must die. What Lenin said, or it was probably Marx, but I think, Lenin certainly picked up on this, is the whole idea of the dictatorship of the proletariat. Ultimately, it was just a dictatorship. It didn't matter if it was the proletariat or anybody else. It was just a dictatorship. And like I said, lots of people died. Hitler was another romantic. I mean, if you listen to the guy, and I'm not saying you should go out of your way to listen to him, but certainly if you listen to the language he used, it was this glorious vision for the German people. Their Aryan race. They were going to take over the world. They needed a living space. And because they needed a living space, because they were the best people in the world, they had to move and, of course, slaughter millions of people, which is just what they did. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because we've got a lot of romantics running around today as well. I'm not going to name any names, or as my high school English teacher said, I'm not going to name no names. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I see a lot of people who are talking about all this glorious stuff again. How we're going to have this wonderful outcome. Problem is, and you can already see the beginnings of this, their glorious vision means that a lot of people have to be stomped on and in some cases eliminated. And the problem with that is we've always seen, and like I said, we're seeing the beginnings of it, is we're talking about putting people in camps. We're talking about getting rid of those people, about how somehow we're going to have something that's going to be beautiful, but at the expense of the discrimination and, in some cases, the murder of innocent people. I believe in reality, not romance. In my personal relationships, I've been accused of being too realistic and not being romantic enough. I plead guilty to that. I'm not going to apologize to that because what I've seen when it comes to romantic relationships is like these guys I saw when I was growing up. They said all the right things. They brought all the flowers, brought all the gifts. All they wanted to do, to be blunt, is to get on a woman's pants, and then once they did that, they put her aside and kicked her aside. I didn't have respect for that kind of stuff. And frankly, I don't have respect for political romantics either, because at the end of the day, lots of people get hurt, lots of people die, and they don't get touched as a result, these romantics. Now, I know what I'm saying might be controversial to some people. Some people can probably figure out what I'm talking about here. Like I said, I'm not naming any names, but I'm sure you can figure what I'm getting at. Problem is, like I said, is that this isn't what America is about. I'm an American. I'm a citizen of this country. And what America is about, our principles, are about everybody being able to accomplish what they want, not at the expense of discriminating against people, about trying to hurt people. So these romantics, let them say what they want to say. I believe in the First Amendment, but at the same time, let me also be clear that what they're talking about isn't American, it's the devil and it's evil. I welcome any thoughts or comments that you have. Feel free to say what you want to say. That's today's edition of the Our America channel. Thank you for watching.